If you need to do business with the county license and passport centers, it's a good idea to plan ahead. As Mike Johnson reports, they're challenged with a higher than usual number of workers absent thanks to distance learning and COVID-19.
It's not business as usual at Anoka County's license centers these days. Appointments are required, which means very few customers are actually inside the license center at any single time. The room is sprayed down regularly and clerks are behind plexiglass panels for safety in the COVID age. But if you need to come in person, your first stop is making that appointment.
Currently we're booked out about 2 months, and I know Hennepin County is booked out about 3 months for appointments. So it is tough. It's kind of a plan ahead.
John Lenars says people are rediscovering the drop box outside, no appointment needed. And usage there has increased from about a dozen transactions a day to several hundred. He says appointments may be part of a long-term plan.
My goal is to be able to do kind of a hybrid. Eventually we'll still have the appointments, but to be able to open so that we can take people that are walking in also. That's our ultimate goal, is to be able to handle them both.
Inside, staffing has been shorthanded thanks in part to COVID exposure away from work and working parents taking leave when schools went to distance learning.
Then as the schools moved further and further into the distance learning, we knew that it was going to put added stress on our families to be able to do that. And like any business, you've got to juggle that.
As a result, the Ramsey license office closed in mid-November so workers there could help staff offices in Blaine and Coon Rapids. That closure has been extended to mid-January.
Because if we close one office completely, it not only frees up the staff that are working the front counter, but it frees up any of the staff that are working in the back area. So we can take that existing staff that's still working and move them into our other locations. So we're impacting the fewest amount of people that we can.
All this at a time when the state is rolling out a new computer system to replace the troubled MNLARS software.
There was a lot of apprehension with the new computer system, but a number of us had worked with the state, had been in communication with the state and the developer of their program.
I can help the next person.
So far, so good. The effort is getting recognition.
Our license and passport centers have been inundated with business during the pandemic, and that has been a challenge, but they've handled this influx well.
Work is currently underway to upgrade the center's website and phone system, which is getting heavy use by the public. For North Metro TV News, I'm Mike Johnson reporting.
Commissioner West said work is underway to develop ways to upload documents to review before you actually submit them in person, and that should help expedite all the processing. Anoka County operates 5 license centers. The Ramsey License Center is expected to reopen after January 15th. The county will reevaluate the situation in Ramsey before then to see if it can add some appointment-only hours.